Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is Hemant, second sem first year BE student from Government SKC Technological Institute. So today, for interview purpose, we are with an Kalpashree ma'am, who is an inspiration, motivation, role model for a lot of UPSC aspirants, and the only person who cleared UPSC examination from Karnataka Government Engineering College, that too from our college. So we all are proud of her. So let me brief her about her within few words. She was born in Eragante village, Shira Taluk from Tumkuru. She born and brought up in a middle class family. She completed her primary school education in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya from 5th to 12th. After that, she joined our college, and there she completed BE. Then she got placed in Wipro. There she worked for 1 year.
I took UPSC preparation.
She got placed in Wipro, but she left that job just to prepare for this examination. And after her fourth attempt, today we are with her. So, as an All India ranking 291, firstly, thank you so much for spending your precious time with us.
Thank you.
First thing I want to ask is, so on May 30 this year, so UPSC had released results. So the moment you got the result, how did you feel?
It's a great relief, foremost thing, because we are striving hard, working for it, day and night. Finally, when you get the results, it's a joy, and all the hard work you have done has been paid off, right? So a big relief that I'm the other side of all of the aspirants, and parents were so much happy, and it can't be expressible. The first thing is relief at one point of time, and the joy is unexpressible.
Who is the first person you informed the moment you got the result? I mean,
my mother was with me. My mother and brother and my father was there. So these are the people.
Really nice, ma'am. We know her as an UPSC achiever, All India ranking 291, but behind that, what are the hardships she faced? What are the arts and cons she faced that we don't know? But today, she is here with us as an UPSC achiever. So that's the journey itself and motivation for a lot of UPSC aspirants. When did you decide to take this exam? And why UPSC only? There are a lot of way to submission. Why did you choose UPSC only?
As I said in my story, when I was in 9th standard, there was generally for drone over the battalions, there would be a chairman who would be district commissioner. They are the responsible to inspect, and there used to be certain inspections, and regional commissioners used to come to our school to ask any problems we face. And in 1 or 2 months, the problem used to get solved. So I used to think, who are they? And when there was a felicitation for alumni from our school, the IAS officers, there was an IPS officer who was felicitated separately. So I had why he was felicitated separately. I had a question, but I had no answer on that particular time. But when I was in engineering final year, we happened to got an opportunity to meet Principal Secretary Sir, who was there with us for some under research innovation club. He was there to collaborate with some of our projects, our computer science students were doing bus pass digitization. I was the one person who was going from Lakshmi Layout to Prayer Circle to bus. There we had to stand in a long queue to get that bus pass done every year. If it is digitized, everyone can apply online, and his decision, if he says yes, his decision can change lots of life of students especially. Then I thought, yeah, I too wanted to become like that, but I didn't know who the principal secretary was. When I went back, Googled, to my surprise, he was an IAS officer who would be with promotion, they become principal secretary. And I remembered my days that I had dreamt about, how the district commissioner would be. So I had a passion there, but I didn't know how to start and why. Strong reason. In my college I got, then though I was placed, but for my strong motivation was that I studied in Jawahar for 7 years, central government school. The nation's taxpayers' money was the one that used to come for us. And I studied in government engineering college. Very less fees was there for us. And the society has given me much for me. So I wanted to be, I wanted to be part of the government, give back to the society as much as I can. And the opportunities I get as an IAS officer would be different, though I would be helpful even in engineering. The placement, I would have contributed as in work, like something to be as a working employee, but if I become IAS officer, there is a lot of opportunities, platforms where we can serve the people, where we can give back to the society in a broader manner. That was my motivation, and I said to my parents that I wanted to do like this. And they also were supportive financially, morally. And too, I got an information that there is one government exam, Karnataka government exam for backward classes. They promote, they give us opportunity to attend classes in Delhi. So that was one motivation. Yeah, I got selected there also. I went to Delhi. I saw the crowd over there. The failures that I faced was also a challenging thing that kept me motivating to come back and give the exam, to take it as a challenge and give back to the exam until I cleared. So there was lots of ups and downs also where I wanted to give it up also. But there were some instances where I want to do it very badly. Then the whole process was like it's not always high. There was ups, there was downs.
You said that you took one exam that helped you in your preparation. You got selected.
Yeah.
Tell me a few words about that. It may be useful for many aspirants.
Yes, especially who are economically weaker sections, who are from categories like OBC, backward classes, SC, STs. There are particular exams for that, where some community people will be paying for that, or own Karnataka government. They will be paying for it, hold the reimbursement. If you're going to Delhi, monthly stipend will come. So there are opportunities like that. Get to know there is a Telegram channel for that. Like SR World is there. There is one officer who has created that is in Karnataka, only Karnataka government. They will be putting these notifications. Please join those channels. You will get to know about those informations. Any exams, you will get that information there. Any government exams. Okay.
Okay, aspirants, please note down all these things. It may be useful for your preparation. So, who is your inspiration?
As I already said, in my schooling, the district commissioners, though they used to come, the principal secretaries. It's not one inspiration I got. Generally, when I was doing also, when I was literally frustrated after 2 failures in prelims, the very first stage itself, I was like there's no one in the family who would come and take me from the Delhi because I was all alone there and no one knew how to come to Delhi also except my brother. So I had to wait for him until he gets the leave because he's in the army. So for him to get the leave, like 10-15 days there was a delay. I was so much frustrated and I used to roam around Delhi. Means my brother said, do not sit alone in the room. If you think that we are within one room, every negative thoughts will come. So for that, to avoid those negative thoughts, I used to go to India Gate, Lotus Mahal, where Rashtrapati Bhavan is there. Every evening, there is one Lodi Gardens abroad. In Delhi, public transportation free for women. So I used to utilize that opportunity, move around, and there, the children very small who are not got the education, they used to come and sell tea and Lay's packets, biscuits. So I used to get motivated by them also, to be frank. There was an inspiration over there also where they don't have any education and I have done degree. Why do I think negative? I want to do something for them. I want them to be in the school rather than they're roaming around and in the age of getting education they're working. There are government schools but they do not know about it or some opportunities might be missing for them. So that I could get one motivation, yeah, I have to go back and do the exam again. And there was also like when during lockdown when I was in home, there was child marriages happening in my own family members. There was like some of the things what I can understand, I could say them, no, this is not the right way. But they were like, no, are you a DC to say that, to follow your sayings? There also was motivation, yeah, I want to be in some position to let them, like to bring them under law something, right? You know people, even if you are knowledgeable, your words they can't take until and unless you can give some punishment for them. You are not in some position. I'm not able to give anything punishments for them, right? That's what their mind is that if you are police, if you have something, then only you can say it like that. So they don't consider my words. They also had one motivation. If I am in something, then only they listen to me. So that inspiration also fired me up to come back to this exam, irrespective of the failures, to give again, to clear what I wanted to do.
As ma'am said, there is no personal inspiration for her. The incidents are inspiration for her. And throughout your journey, you faced a lot of hardship, but two people stood with you. That is your brother and father. So, few words about them.
Yeah, the motivation should come from within first. The moment you decide what you want to do, the whole universe will conspire to help you out. The whole universe, come through in the form of, for me, as my brother. Initially, yeah, parents will be supportive initial attempts. The moment they also lose confidence, and they are also, the children, once they get frustrated and the exam is difficult, once they feel also, they tend to be, they say that UPSC itself is not the life, you have other life. Like, there is societal pressure also. But my brother knew I have potential, that somebody can motivate us. He used to motivate, like when I got placed in other government exams, you know you have potential to become whatever you wanted to dream of. If you want to start work also, work within the UPSC field, do not go out of it. So that was one good, good suggestion I got. Yeah, I started working inside science. After I couldn't clear for 3 years, I was evaluated over here. So that right guidance in giving the right suggestions when we are in so much of dilemma. So somebody who is not into the preparation itself, as somebody who has so much of grit and never say die attitude like that, was my brother. Like the constant motivation. And for that you have to be prepared. That individual has to be ready for that. If you are ready, somebody will be there to help you out. Only thing we have to ask. I'm not getting what to do right now. Go and ask any loved ones, especially parents, your siblings, will be in the right position to suggest you the best thing. Or your mentors also, teachers also. I had taken our mentor's help also. And my brother was like, when I was in feeling that frustration, what to do, what not to do at sometimes, he helped me out resolving some dilemmas. Like, should I go for a job? Since I'm not clearing for 3 years, I've got an opportunity somewhere here, should I start? It was like, no. But here, helping me out, making some decisions. Yeah, it was helpful.
What are the important skills that are the must and should for UPSC?
See, in UPSC, it's not only about knowledge that counts in. You should have consistency. Consistency with self-discipline and dedication. That every day, this much topics, this much syllabus I'll complete, means you have to complete. But that's self-discipline, dedication. Hard work is necessary, that you have to sit and study. The only thing what I learned, yeah, first 2-3 years we have to sit, study everything, talk to people. If you are not getting something, we have to work in a teamwork sometimes. We have to collaborate with other people who are doing better, who are doing somebody who is good in some other. So we have to develop that attitude of the courage to talk to others, right? Because in the personality test, we have to talk to most senior people over there. So that interacting with others and self-discipline is a key in this exam, where you will be following the defined set of syllabus. Patience, that this is not an exam that one go you might get cleared, you may not get cleared. So that patience, irrespective of the failures, to come back and give again and again. Patience, hard work, self-discipline are the key things to get going with UPSC, and success, it will come one or another day. And it's not that success itself is not the final, failure is not final, it's the courage that counts. You should have that courage in life, irrespective of clearing or not. There is a life after UPSC also.
Around 10 lakhs people going to apply for this exam, UPSC examination, and out of those, only 700-600 people going to get selected. So what makes this exam much tougher, and what does the exam expect from aspirants?
Yeah. See, the exam is most competitive. The number of people who are giving are more. The thing is, it's not difficult actually if you have a proper guidance and if you are ready to do hard work. The the 8 to 10 lakh the applications what they get. This is an exam that every woman can like. There is no fees for it. And sometimes what people do are in final years or in the job, every graduates know about this exam. They apply, but not everyone will be serious, right? So the serious chunk will be around 1 to 2 lakh. People say 5 to 6 lakh, but seriously preparing for this exam will be different, right? So in that there is a competition. That we have to, that sometimes we will not be self-disciplined. We will not be knowing how to approach the exam. There is a fear that I don't know that, I don't know this, we have to go to Delhi only to prepare. But now because of digital technologies, everything is available on YouTube. After being a student, generally what we as aspirants, we will not be consistent. So that one mistake they do, and we do not refer to the syllabus properly. Previous year's questions one does not focus. In the coaching, the institutions, whatever they say, I also did that mistake. First 1 year, 2 year, whatever the classes they suggested, I studied only that. That helped me to understand. But that don't help me to clear the exam. For that, we have to sit. We have to sit, analyze UPSC syllabus, see previous year's questions slowly, practice every day. This is what works. But how many of us are ready to do that hard work? When it comes to that level of preparation, again from 1 to 2 lakh, it will come to 40,000, 50,000. They are very serious. Yeah. But handling that exam pressure, not being nervous, not having that anxiety, writing physical endurance, writing 7 papers in mains, back to back in 5 days. So that is also a different strategy. That is also different. So for this exam, it's not only about knowledge, having that patience to write every paper with very good content, reading everything. So people say it is a difficult exam, but if you have right strategy, right guidance, and if you are ready to do hard work, it is doable. It's like I'm not saying it is too much easy also. It is doable. There is an unpredictability also, the patterns get changed sometimes, the prelims. But once you're thorough with the knowledge part of it and one shot you may miss it out. But next you will be able to clear that exam.
You spent 4 years in our college. That too you said that one incident, BMTC class incident, that provoked your highest dream. So, your memories in our college.
Yeah. Initially, when I came to be frank, I didn't know where my college was.
Same thing happened to us.
The thing is, I was in my third round. I was in information science in UC, but there I was not getting any teachers. I thought, okay, I wanted EC to be frank. I wanted to be like the evergreen branch. You can get placed in core jobs also, and you can get even if you don't get the software page will be there for us. Like that, I was interested in electronics also. Physics part was interesting for me. So I thought I wanted to be in Bangalore only, but with easy. So I chose my college, and one of the best decisions that I did, I think, because our college had best lab facilities, very good teachers, especially our professors. We had got like Nagesh sir, Pavitra ma'am, Anil sir. Everyone were like with motivation. They were doing best for us, to be frank. And labs were available for there. When we wanted to practice lab, one of the things, though the placements are less in our college, but what I could hear from our friends in private college, they were not discretion. There was no freedom to go to the labs anytime they wanted. But we had that freedom. If there is an exam, we can practice from 9 to 5, right? So that was there. And the experiences, the memories, the friends I made there, it was very good. And very first placement I got it was from our college. Yeah, there are very good memories in the annual fest, the DSP workshop that we used to attend, and there was a workshop on NS3 based on our project.
You are also part of
For
HOD session.
Yeah, project. We were part of a project, and I was welcome representative also. There was a forum for electronics and communication. So our seniors, we all together used to make some events like essay competition, quiz competition. So that was very good experience. Where I learned the teamwork. So it's not only about the studies; they were all together.
Most of your times you spend away from home itself. You started your primary education in a Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. There you spent for about 7 years, right? A few words about childhood days. That too in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Yeah. See, I come from that nearby area, like in a taluk level nearby village. So I wanted like to go to live that village and have that one hostel life. I had a dream like that. But to my fortune, when I was in third, our sir suggested my mother that there is one exam. She studies well. Try putting her there. So when I was in Mayura school, my mom got to know about this exam. Fifth standard, I wrote this exam. I'm fortunate enough there also to clear that exam. And first day, I was very happy to see big ground, very good hostel. Means for the person who have not so much of amenities, all of a sudden we are getting that big campus means I was excited on that admission day. But the very next day, in the classroom, I didn't have anything, pen book, but I felt so much homesick over there. I was missing my parents. I was just 6 standard, right? There was homesickness over there. But gradually, with my teacher support, they were very helpful, and I could adjust over there for 1 year because every month my parents used to come. But seventh, eighth standard, I got adjusted. I was not studying that good in sixth standard. There was some homesickness. Gradually, I improved. Seventh, I improved a little bit. Eighth standard, I was trying come. I was in top three, like studies, participating in other activities. I became house leader over there, and that gave me more exposure to be active. I was a very active girl, like participating in everything. Once I get adjusted over there, I used to participate. Then 10th standard was like more serious. We will not be put any sports and all. So it was we have to study only because CBSE board exams used to be very difficult at that time. So they used to make us study. And in 11th standard we will get free. Like we will be the leaders, school leaders. And I was a school head girl. That gave me so much of experiences, how to be more responsible, managing around 200 girls. We have to wake them up at 5:50 in the morning. We have to go do exercises, jogging. That I have to wake them up, and I have to be first on assembly to take the counts assembly and all. So that was very good experience. Not only with education, along with my extracurricular. I was a part of Scouts and Guides National Adventurous Camp was held in Pachmali. I had been part of that in 8th standard itself. And we went to cultural meet. We represented our Tunku tags, Subi Kunta in Chennai. And I got an opportunity to go to West Godavari as a part of regional basketball meet. And we got one of the best education with values, not only knowledge part. Our Navodaya motto is Gyan Brahma, the supreme knowledge, the wisdom. They teach not only the knowledge part, also the wisdom part. How do we make right decisions with compassion, with empathy? So those are all the values, the teamwork, the leadership qualities, everything I think I developed from my school. And it is a very good, great experience being in Navodaya. And for people like us, when I was about to leave my school, means I was not able to adjust my father's side. Being in this, like in that environment, I am not affordable to get you a CBSE school. You have got an opportunity to study here, don't miss this opportunity. That one word, yeah, if I go back to my home, I will not get the same opportunity. So again, after 11th, 12th was like more studies, CBSE, that board exam was really difficult, so we will not be allowed to participate in anything. So overall development it focuses on co-curricular activities will be there along with very good education. So this is how my schooling was and it was a great experience.
So the preparation started from your school itself.
Yeah, for a life, everyone's preparation starts from school. Whatever we read in UPSC, it's all school books we go back. The thing is, that time we were not good at English, that's why we were not able to understand what it is. But now we are much better to understand, that's why we read it now and we easily understand what is it, right? The history part, political science. Generally, we neglect social studies because the language issue, because of the language. But now, we can read and understand.
And you got placed in Wipro after your presentation. There are a lot of aspirants who are in they got placed in some of prestigious jobs, and they are in dilemma whether to quit this job or start my preparation. They literally stuck in that moral dilemma. And how you resolved your dilemma? Like you got placed in Wipro, and one side you have to prepare for UPSC. So how you got out of that dilemma?
Yeah, as I said, see the strong why I want to do civil services. That should be there. Once you decide that, yeah, I wanted to be here, then you have to let go of your 3-4 years. See, yeah, you can clear in 1 year. The whole exam process itself is 1 year. And for that preparation, 1 year is required again. So 2 years initial preparation, yeah, it is must. So for that 2 years, you have so many opportunities to be financially independent also. There is scholarship exams. The only thing you have to let go of some of the benefits. Being employed, you will get salary, you will enjoy more. But that resistance to that enjoyment, we have to break that. The only dilemma that comes here that how do you leave a job that is well settled, right? That well settled concept, you should let out now go. Do not compare the thing that they are getting settled. There is a dimension. Oh, they are going up where I am. But once you come into the preparation, the knowledge you get here, it's much more. The person who will not be in this preparation would have not studied economy, the social perspective. You'll be more sensitive, to be frank. When you come into the preparation, you will get to know the problems of our nation, the solutions required for that. Everyone will have that angle of compassion, right? What I am giving back to the society. If you have stronger vision, what you want to make something for your community, something for your nation, something for your state. This is the broader platform. If you have a strong why you want to come here, then that you will let go of these things. The dilemma is that having some hardships, like 2, 3, 4 years, yeah, this will be difficult, especially the technologically people, the tech-oriented people, we would have not studied social science past 6, 7 years. Then living there, here coming, we have to do double hard work. The 10 times of the hard work that already the person who is being very studied in political science itself, they will not have basic right. So that becomes difficult. But it is one is ready to take that challenge, do that with minimal living will be there. Here also after 2, 3 years you can earn the minimum, the basic financial independence you can become. But minimal living you have to get going with that. You should not compare. I have let go in some of the occasions, the functions, because I have to work here. I have to put everyday hard work here. If you can resolve that dilemma, where pleasure and pain principle. If you are ready to take that pain, the pleasure will come gradually with your work satisfaction. The pleasure will differ for something, for somebody it will be different, right? If one is ready to give that up and come here, definitely they can do it. The resolving of dilemma happens over there. What you want in your life. That if you are clear, you resolve it fast.
Do you have any plan B even after attempting my all of attempts? If I couldn't clear this,
Yeah.
I will do this. Likewise, do you have any plan B?
Yes, because all the professional course people, engineering, medicine, they have fallback option, right? Either they can become a software, they can go after 30 also, right? Even doctors, they can practice and they can go back. So for me also, professional degree was there as a plan B. But since I was preparing for this exam, after 2, 3 years when I was not able to clear it, I started giving state services exam. FDA Citizen Code I got placed, FDA Vidhan Sabha I got service over there also. KPSC Group A services, Tashkent and ACM post I had applied for that also. So I cleared recently KPSC mains also. So that plan B was there, like at least going into the other service. Like this is UPSC will help you in all other services also, like KPSC, CAPF, CDS exam. If you are interested into going army or not, the equal knowledge what you are studying will help you over there also. Right?
In this examination, current affairs play a vital role. So whatever we are going to study from basics, even from NCERT, we need to correlate those things with current affairs going around us. So what was your preparation strategy for current affairs? Even a lot of aspirants face difficulty in this topic, current affairs. So what was your preparation strategy for current affairs?
See, current affairs thing is that the Hindu is the newspaper that every UPSC aspirant reads. Even when I was in college, there used to be lunch break, right? That time I used to go and read newspapers because I knew, current affairs is important for government exams. So I used to read those newspapers, especially who would think of starting read newspapers. In that, we'll end up reading everything in a newspaper, but that is not important. There is UPSC syllabus specific. There you will observe which topic is important. Once you read thoroughly syllabus, you will get to know what is important, what is not important. So anything that is current event is built upon the static, the history part, art and culture. Suppose recently Lothal got declared as a World Heritage Site. That is a current affairs. Right? That is built upon Indus Valley civilization. That concept is there. That we have to link. There is a static portion, current affairs. We have to link together and go along with that line. There are many institutions that compile monthly. Daily we should read newspapers, especially editorials. What I used to do the moment, if I read a whole newspaper, I would waste so much of time. So I used to go to editorials. There will be editorials, 2 to 3 editorials. If it is relevant to UPSC syllabus, I would take that, read it up, highlight keywords. These keywords I used to mention in my notes, static question notes. Anything in current affairs will be associated with the static thing. Like suppose urbanization, smart city missions. That is static again. Urbanization causes remedies. So this is how I used to do it.
UPSC exam preparation itself a long journey. So throughout your journey before you got selected, maintaining positive state of mind is really very important. So there are a lot of aspirants who are going to let this preparation just because they can't handle stress. So and even a lot of negative thoughts. What do you want to say about it?
See, as I said, I also face these challenges. There will be frustration, there will be negativity that you are not clearing. We have very good concept in our Indian culture, following yoga, meditation. What I did the moment morning, if I don't do yoga, I used to feel negative energy that day, low energy. So morning first, I used to read a lot of books on productivity. That seven highly effective habits of successful people. What did they do to maintain that consistency? So morning hours should be protected. The moment you wake up, some physical activity. That is most important. So I used to ensure I will go for yoga class. I will do meditation. For some, there only I used to do meditations. Just after coming, the energy will be high. And that time I used to make what is the day plan of this. Today I am going to complete this much. The moment you have task ready with that self-discipline, you will not feel that frustration. Even if you do that complete work, the respective targets, even if you have done 80% of it, you will get very good sleep. The moment you get very good sleep and you are physically active, all negative energy will be nullified. So practicing yoga, meditation, and every week I used to go for swimming in Vijayanagar Aquatic Center. 30-40 minutes, because that alone time is also important. What you want to do in that next week, the planning, that is very much essential, right? So actively involving in sports, something. I used to play badminton at 5 o'clock every day. Morning to that energy, yoga. Evening 5 o'clock I used to talk with my friends while playing badminton. So talking with the mentors. If you are facing some challenge, talk to your loved ones, mentors will be there. You are facing mentors, what solution can be done. You also can sit and analyze what you are undergoing. And openly share your negativity with somebody whom you can trust. They'll resolve. At least you need somebody to listen to you at that point of time. Nothing you can resolve by yourself. The only thing, be open, ask for people for help, and follow some meditation techniques. Everything will settle.
Um, you took exam 4 times.
Yeah.
You attempted four times. So in first two attempts you could not clear prelims, but in third attempt you cleared means and you got selected for interview. But finally your name is not in the list. So in fourth attempt you cleared all those stages and you got all India ranking to 91. So what is the difference between this fourth attempt and other three attempts? What was the game-changing strategy? What are the mistakes you again repaired? What is any strategy change?
Yeah, the thing is, first two attempts, as I said, I was thinking whatever they teach in class, whatever that they have made notes, that is sufficient. But that is not sufficient. We have to read by ourselves some of the things. We have to make our own notes. Test series, I have not attended test series, writing test practices, sitting with the people. Even though we know knowledge, in exam time, we don't tend to remember. The nervousness will be there. We have to handle that tension, nervousness, anxiety. There are some strategies that mentors would suggest us. Taking after 1 hour, 2 minutes of break, taking deep breathing. So these are all small things, but that definitely help us to control. Especially in prelims at the last hour, we tend to make so many mistakes. Because of that, okay, time is up, I want to do this much. So that we have to avoid. That thing I was not practicing before. Here when I came back to Bangalore, even when I was in Delhi, first 2 years, the environment, the weather conditions over there, I was not able to adjust. I used to fall sick frequently. But that productivity was less. But when I came back to Bangalore, here the food also I was able to adjust to here. There was no productivity was high. Daily routine, yoga practice I used to do. So that changing strategy was I was not talking to with anyone. I was not doing anything that would rejuvenates me, being active or not. So that changing thing was that being physically active, having that daily targets, writing tests gradually, covering up all the topics on my own, sitting with friends, discussing their strategy and my strategy, explaining each other. We had got very good friends. We were 4 members who were two were doctors, two were engineers, and their concepts, some biotechnology concepts, something related to health, they used to explain in better manner. So technological angle, we used to explain in better manner. So I happened to discuss with, I got an opportunity to discuss with the friends who had cleared prelims, who had written mails. Being a part of NCSI's core batch, only test here. There is no classes but. So writing those tests helped me to clear prelims third attempt, but I was not prepared with optional. Since I was not clearing prelims, I had neglected my optional a little bit, so there I got less marks. That's why I couldn't be in the list. So in my next strategy, GS I had, since I had practiced a lot, and optional also to my best thing, I got one of my friend, his was also optional. He had also given 5 times this exam. And one of my friends who had given an interview in the same optional. So we got a 3 group of friends. Every day we used to write tests. Every morning since 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock we used to write for 1 hour. Discuss each other what is the exact answer for it, or something that we could share each other. So that helped me a lot. Every day we were writing answers, answer writing practice, evaluating each other's. It was not the institutions that we went to for evaluation, but ourselves we sat together, self-evaluation. That am I writing the correct answer, seeing the others' answer copies. So that all helped me. That thing, there was a difference. That the practice and the right kind of people I got helped me to say this exam.
Around, as I said earlier, around 10 lakh people going to apply for this examination. So out of those, almost half of the aspirants going to filter out in CSAT itself. Even they did well in prelims, and their paper doesn't go to well only because of CSAT. They are going to neglect this part, but it is the most important part in selection process. So what do you want to say for that?
Let's see. This logical, analytical skills will be checked in CSAT. Language will be checked. English comprehension, the ability to understand English, because all of India is connected through English. The common language is English, right? So there, the UPSC expects us to know some basic. do not neglect. Either if you are thinking you are good in maths and not good in English, you will handle the mathematics part itself, it is going to backfire. Because there will be equal number of questions. The logical thinking, quantitative aptitude, reasoning, so that will be 40 questions again, and the passages will be 40 questions. So sometimes passages will become too difficult, then you have to rely on like quantitative. Sometimes quantitative will be too difficult. There will be some easy questions in English also. So there will be some easy questions on maths also. Those easy questions will amount to 40, 50 questions. That you have to solve. So focus equally on both the things. Do not neglect either English or maths. Either you are good in any one subject, it is not going to help. Because sometimes very difficult questions will come in maths. Last year, we didn't expect probability to be more asked. Permutation combination pleased us, but all of a sudden the questions came on that. We should not neglect at that time reading comprehension. Reading comprehension was very thorough, that saved them, right? So do not neglect CSAT. Yes, it is becoming more competitive. And being engineers, we tend to neglect because you know mathematics well. No, that is not a right decision because we also prepare for placements. Because I prepared for placements, right? I was reading on logical reasoning, basic comprehension that helped me in UPSC actually. So whatever you do for placements and all, be thorough with that. The R.S. Agarwal book and all you read, be thorough and read properly. So that will help in your other government exams. This is what I can say.
We have to read a lot in a mains paper, essay, general, GS4, and even in optionals also we have to write a lot. So in that, which one do you prefer, like writing points, all twice or else paragraph?
See, being engineers, we generally tend to make it point-wise, right? Either as a professional degree, I'm not saying, but even for an evaluator, if it is a keyword and an example, you are hitting the demand of the question, it will be more easy to correct, right? So I prefer writing point-wise, and it makes our answer more legible and clean also. So it all depends again on them. If they are very good at language, like getting to the demand of the question in settled language, writing paragraph, that is also good. That humanities people do that also. I'm not saying that is a wrong strategy, but for me, point was much better. I used to feel good.
So before studying for any examination, we have to study that exam. So in this examination, the first stage that in preparation is syllabus. So a lot of aspirants feel difficulty in analyzing syllabus. So how to decode syllabus?
See, yeah, there are some broader topics like salient aspects of Indian art and culture with respect to architecture, literature, various art forms. These architecture is a very broad topic. If you go on reading on architecture itself, it is too vast. But for that decoding, you have previous year's questions. From 2013 onwards, there is a change in syllabus, right? Observe what they are asking. There will be sometimes repetition of the topics. Prelims also. Whatever they are asking on prelims, those topics are important. Like Vijayanagar, that architectural features, Gandhara sculptures. So these are important. Again, there will be standard reference books that are like very good. Lakshmikant, Polity, Art and Culture, Nitin Singhania, Spectrum, Modern. So they're all already, those books are written based on the previous year's questions. What important topics UPSC has been asking. So the more you analyze previous year's question, the more you identify the subtopics relating to that particular syllabus topic, the easier it becomes. Means it's not at 100% you will be able to do. Every topic will have so much vastness in that. Rather than going too much deeper, first you see previous year's questions. From there you identify subtopics. Prepare on those things first. Minimum on architecture 10 topics to be ready. On literature 10 topics to be ready. Then finish up like that. So every GS1 will have there are the syllabus keywords of 20 topics. From that you can make 100 topics. If you are very thorough with 100 topics, you can handle any questions. I mean, to some level, right? And that is most important. Rather than digging deeper into the one subject itself and not preparing holistically other parts, neglecting other parts will backfire. So decoding should come from previous year's question papers. Prelims makes both.
In one of your past interviews, I heard that if you want to bring changes in any field after becoming an IAS officer, you choose education and health field. So why you are focusing on those fields?
See, there are some basic things. What I believe is that if you see, the very first stage of our learning starts in Anganwadi, right? There only we don't have proper infrastructure. We have very best infrastructure in higher education, like in high school, in engineering. We have very good infrastructure, but where the child learning grows, where the handwriting of a child starts, there only we don't have proper benches, right? Most of the problems, anything that is related to the unrest in the society, suppose Marxism, or anything that is negative towards the society, is mainly because we don't have proper value-based education, we don't have proper job security. That is why the youths get motivated and tend to go in a negative way, right? If you can change that very basic aspect of education, giving them proper education, making them employable, developing their skills, they themselves will reroute them in a better way that nation wants, right? So I thought we'll focus on that first. Better implementation of schemes related to education would change some of the lives of many people, right? The education is the one that made us like this, right? Otherwise, we would have been into something different. Being a woman, we know we would be shifted to all domestic work, right? So the education is the one that made me here. So that thing we need to see other people's also, right? So I wanted to work upon that field, and to be like strong, to study good, we need help.
So, as ma'am said, education. So if you are teaching a child, it's like we are teaching its own family itself. So whatever the bring we going to change in the education field, that we can see result in all other fields.
Yes, that is right.
So ma'am, just filling DAF detailed application form, it's have any role in our interview questions?
Definitely. Based on your DAF only, the questions will come. The panel members may not be knowing anything about you. The physical presence, before your presence over there, they'll have DAF of you. That will have a question, that will have your basic schooling, where and all you have done, and what is your graduation degree, optional you have taken, your father's profession, mother's profession, what are they doing, and where do you come from, the basic background, and the interest you have in. Like we have 5 columns. One is the academic achievements, the scholarships you would have got, and the sports that you are interested in, the areas that you are interested in, your hobbies, your extracurricular activities you have participated in. So these are the 5 columns that will define our interview, the personality test over there. So the academic merits, like I had got CBSE merit scholarship, the MHRD scholarship I had got, and sports I had put swimming, the hobbies I had put listening to Carnatic music, and on the extracurricular activities I had put participating in National Adventurous Camp as part of Scouts and Guides, and I had put I didn't meet being part of cultural meet representing our folk dance in Chennai. So these are all again what did you do, how did you do, what did you learn from that? There will be a question on that, right? So I was asked on National Adventurous Camp, what did you learn, what did you do over there? So those DAF will be one point of time where our interview may go around, right? So there will be, it's not only checking our knowledge there, how much we are involved in other extracurricular activities. So that is the main thing where questions will come, and along with that, current affairs. So I was asked on my Navodaya, why Navodaya Sabri Institute of Excellence. That they saw from my schooling, right? So DAF based, sometimes interview will completely be DAF based. If they would have seen not properly, then it will tend towards current affairs oriented. There will be one person who will ask on current affairs also. This is how it goes. Or degree also. There will be one person who will ask about our technical education. There will be one person who will ask about our geography optional. So there will be everything that will be taken care of.
We all know that IAS officers, they have a lot of powers in their hand, and they hold sticks works under them. But in reality, even though they have power, there are a lot of responsibilities. They have a lot of duties. So how the IAS officers are going to work in reality?
See, I am new entrant now. To be frank, I have lived the aspirant's life. Now I'm like everything new. It starts. That's why you have 2 years of training, right? This is another part that I have to learn, right? Yeah, as you said, there is one quote: "The great power comes with great responsibility." It's not that easy. Also, with the power, you have so much of responsibilities. Also, that I agree, and we are ready to take that, right? That's why we have undergone that grilling efforts. With that hard work we have come. I hope with the same hard work, with the same dedication, I would be putting whatever they will be teaching, I'll be learning over a period of time. Then only I too should be knowing how to handle that.
Within few years or a period of time, you will be officially a AS officer in India. So what's next? Any plans?
As I said, I will be doing my duty with the things that I have learned, the values that I have learned, and as I said, I will be focusing on education, bringing better implementation of the schemes. Mostly they will be part of executive, right? So there I will be focusing what will be my responsibility. I try putting maximum efforts on that. So as of now, I wanted to do the training in best of my capabilities. Whatever they will be teaching me, I want to learn it thoroughly. I want to unlearn some of the things that I might have thought it is right. I might get different learnings over there. So I'm ready. I'm eager to go to training, to be frank.
Question, that's it. So anything you want to say for aspirants?
Aspirants, yeah. The more important in this field is the strong why. That you decide why are you here. Think of your parents who are struggling hard for your success over here, or anyone who would be supporting here. Do not cheat of yourself. That without giving single efforts also, won't get sleep right if you don't do what is set for the day. So that if you want that satisfaction, work hard, have that self-discipline. There is a pain of discipline or a pain of regret. This is the time you can have that discipline pain. This is the age, 20 to 30 is the age you can decide anything and you can become anything. Even if you don't become also, you have every opportunity to come back, revive the life, and you will have more opportunities than being an IAS officer also. So do not worry if you don't make it also, but you can make it. With the efforts, the hard work you can do, believe over your process, trust over your preparation, put that hard work, if you get into service, well, you have greater opportunity to serve. Even if you don't get also, you have every other opportunity to give back to the society. Because there are many people who are doing much better things, not even being an IAS, right? So think on that angle. Now you focus on the knowledge you are getting, the learnings you are making. You will all utilize it in over a period of time. To be frank, we do not learn much in our degree. We enjoy a little bit, we tend to focus on other things also, but in UPSC preparation, you will be studying a lot. That really changes your mind, your perspectives about society. There is greater learning over here. So give full heart to the preparation, understand the society with whole heart. That will be helpful. I think there are many people who are doing much greater things. There was one aspirant who could clear, but is taking care of all the children who are actually with the Down syndrome, the mentally disorders. He's doing much better work, right? Though he couldn't clear, right? And there are many examples like that who are giving back to the society in much broader angle. So you will get that perspective to help some of the children, to help some of the people who are in need of, in much broader angle, right? So don't get disheartened if you don't get also. And you have attempts, try maximum to clear the exam. After that also you can come back, you can do masters in something and you will be able to get back into the field, right? After that you have so much of responsibilities. So try making it possible. If you have this time, you can achieve anything. The only thing you have to put in that hard work. Right? What is the motivation behind this interview?
First thing, ma'am, actually there is an assignment for us, English there are a lot of different assignments going to assign for different things. Personal interviews, one kind of seminars, and paper presentation. There are a lot of other things, but at that time, so I have a lot of options, so I have to choose any one of them. So the moment I saw that paper, I thought, let me go with something that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I have a lot of fear to talk in front of people and lot of like that. So I want to change this. So I choose this. And again, I don't know whom to take interview with. And the time there is a message I got from WhatsApp. This is an only trailblazer who cleared UPSc from government Karnataka Engineering College, that too AMS post. And then I realized, why can't I give a try to take interview honor? So then, but first time I was like, oh, that she's an IAS officer, how can I? It's not possible like that. Then I asked our professor, one of our professor, chemistry sir, so I asked him. He said, what is there? Within our college itself, you're taking interview. It's not a right thing. So you try to explore more on other people. Then again, my friend suggested, why can't you give a try? So then I approached our HOD sir, Dr. Nagesh sir. Then I was a fear how to approach him. First time I was asking, this even sir was too humble. Okay, let me arrange this for you can do that. So that time I got confidence. Okay, I can do this. And again, after meeting you there in EC program, it's like it's too humble. You're standing beside us, you're talking with us. Like, okay, they are also like us only. They talk to us. Then this is possible. I want to prepare well and want to do as much as possible. Then this is what I got.
So nice. You have taken the dareness to talk to so many people. It's like it's very much good that you have started exploring talking to people, and I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so much. You have taken the courage. It was very nice. Thank you so much.
Again, thank you so much for this spending your precious time with us. And I literally don't know enough vocabularies to show my gratitude.
It was so nice.
And even in this video itself, I want to thank our Professor Dr. Rajsekhar sir for this great opportunity, and again our EC HOD Dr. Nagesh sir, and those who all supported me throughout this. Thank you so much, and that's it. Thank you. Dhanyawad.